Today we're looking at, well, a masterclass in ancient engineering, the American alligator.
Right. This is an animal that's a living link to the age of dinosaurs.
It really is. I mean, it's a design that's been around largely unchanged for over 37 million years. It's just this perfect blueprint for survival.
Exactly. And our mission today is to sort of unpack how this creature became the, undisputed king of the freshwater swamps.
Let's start with the most obvious feature, the thing you see first, that incredible armor.
The osteoderms. Yeah, these bony plates embedded right into its skin.
They're more than just protection, though, right? They're not just chainmail.
No, not at all. They're also crucial for thermoregulation. They help this massive, cold-blooded animal absorb and release heat.
And that design is what really separates it from its cousin, the crocodile.
That and the head shape. An alligator has that iconic, broad, U-shaped snout. It's a design perfected for crushing.
And the teeth, that's the dead giveaway, isn't it?
It is. If the mouth is shut and you can't see any lower teeth, you're looking at an alligator. It has that classic overbite.
Which all ties into its hunting style. This focus on stealth, on the ambush.
Absolutely. And its whole anatomy is built for it. Think about where the eyes, ears, and nostrils are located.
They're all right on the very top of its head.
Exactly. So it can sink almost its entire body, maybe 90% of it, underwater, and still see, hear, and breathe perfectly.
But there's another layer to its senses, something you can't see. The source material calls it a super sense.
The ISOs. Yeah, the integumentary sensory organs. If you look closely at an alligator's jaw, you'll see these tiny black dots.
And these are pressure sensors.
Incredibly sensitive ones. They're far more sensitive than, say, a human fingertip.
Wow.
They can detect the tiniest vibrations in the water. So the alligator doesn't even need to see its prey. It can feel it moving in the dark, murky water and strike with perfect accuracy.
Speaking of that strike, the power is just immense. The bite force is something like 3,000 pounds per square inch.
Close to it, yeah. It's enough to snap a turtle's shell like a twig.
But here's the paradox, the biological glitch, if you want to call it that.
It's such a fascinating trade-off.
Yeah.
While the muscles for closing that jaw are massive, the ones used to open it are, well, surprisingly weak.
So weak that a person could hold its mouth shut.
A reasonably strong person, yes. It's an incredible example of specialization. All the power is focused on the one action that matters most for survival: the bite.
It's all about efficiency, and that efficiency extends beyond just hunting. This animal is also an ecosystem engineer.
A vital one. Let's talk about gator holes.
These are depressions they dig out, right, with their snouts and tails?
They do. And during the dry season, when the wetlands start to shrink, these holes are sometimes the only pockets of water left for miles.
So they become a sanctuary.
They become a lifeline. They're critical refuges for fish, for turtles, for wading birds, for countless other species. The alligator literally ensures the survival of its entire ecosystem.
And on top of being an architect, it's also surprisingly smart.
Oh, definitely. We're learning more and more about reptile intelligence, and alligators are at the forefront of that.
To tool use, that's what I found incredible. Balancing sticks on its nose.
Right. Near bird colonies during nesting season, they lure in birds that are looking for nesting material. It's a trap. It shows foresight, planning.
Which just shatters old ideas about reptiles. And there's one last incredible secret to their survival.
The temperature secret. This is maybe the most amazing part. The gender of a baby alligator isn't determined by genetics.
It's the heat of the nest.
It's all about the temperature. Hotter nests over 93 degrees Fahrenheit or so, they produce males. Cooler nests around 86 degrees produce females.
An ancient mechanism that's worked for millions of years, and it helped them rebound, didn't it? They were almost hunted to extinction in the 60s.
They were. But thanks to major protection efforts, they've made an incredible comeback. It's a huge conservation success story.
So when you put it all together, the strength, the senses, the surprising intelligence, you see how they've lasted so long.
It's that blend, a perfect mix of brute force, highly specialized anatomy, and this really deep ecological importance.
So we'll leave you with this final thought. If an alligator's very survival, the balance of males and females in its population depends on a stable nest temperature. What happens to that 37 million-year-old strategy when faced with even minor shifts in global climate? Something to think about.